I know you hear that noise in the background. It's actually a leaf blower. Um, in the middle of me deciding to do Good Morning with Dethra Giles, my husband decides to start blowing the leaves. And initially, I was going to wait until he stopped blowing the leaves. And I decided no, him blowing the leaves is exactly what the good life is about. And it's especially what I'm talking about with you this morning on Good Morning with Dethra Giles. So, hello, hello, hello. It has been a while, but I am here with Good Morning with Dethra Giles. I am Dethra Giles, your guide to and through the good life. And since it's been so long, some of you might not know the good life is GUD, not GOOD. And GUD stands for Getting Up Daily, because that's what we do, us that decided to live the good life. But why is it important that my husband is currently blowing the leaves outside? Or at least blowing them out of the garage where they were a little bit dangerous because they were slippery. It's important because today I want to remind you that the good life is not about waiting for circumstances to be perfect. The good life is about making things work in your current circumstances and enjoying them, even though they aren't the way you would have designed them to be, or they're not the way that you have would have hoped for them to be. Because sometimes we find ourselves in situations that are way beyond anything we wanted to be in, but we're there. And when you're there, you have options. You can either give up and reconcile, this is going to be my situation and there's nothing I can do about it. You can decide I'm going to push through and I'm going to crepe and crawl and everything, and no matter what, my whole idea is to get out of this mess, and I'm not going to do anything but get out of this mess. Or you can make a decision. This is not what I planned. It's not what I wanted. And I am going to work hard. I am going to give my efforts, my attentions, my concentration to getting out of here. But during the process, I am not going to allow myself to be miserable. I'm not going to stop moving forward. I'm not going to wait. And I'm going to enjoy it in the process. Because here's the deal: doing Good Morning with Dietrich Giles for you and with you is what I enjoy. Did I want my husband to start blowing the leaves right now? Absolutely not. But him blowing the leaves and making these conditions not ideal will not take away the joy that I have in doing what I do. Life circumstances, 2020, the election results, everything around you is poised to take away the joy of you doing what you do. And in this moment, you have to make a decision. Will you allow that? Will you allow the joy to be sucked out of your purpose? Will you allow the joy to be dismantled from your calling? Will you allow your joy to be overtaken by something outside of you? It's a decision. And I get it. I understand if you've made the decision that you can't go on. I understand it. Listen, I am not oblivious. I don't live in this utopian world where things aren't so overwhelming and life is just too much. I am not that person. But here's what I want to tell you: just like the leaves just started blowing at this very moment, it's completely unplanned. My husband has no idea that I'm up here doing this session, that I'm talking to you. But just like they stopped, the winds will stop blowing one day. The waves will stop breaking one day, and there will be peace. It actually does all work together. You actually can live the good life, and in the midst of the storm, you can still embrace the joy in your purpose. You deserve your joy, and you deserve to take control of it, even in the midst of everything going crazy around you. Even when it looks and feels like there's nothing to be joyful about, you can have joy and you deserve it. And I'm here to tell you that you can still go for it, even when things are going haywire. You know how this ends. I love you with my whole heart area. So go out, be great, unapologetically, and on purpose. Go and live the good life.